Hello everyone, welcome to the Jackals studio for the final regular season game of the 2024 summer season. Jackals taking on the Minnesota Nighthawks for the fifth time on the season. And Jackals have been on an extended break, haven't played in almost 2 weeks. It's been the Olympic break, so to speak, for the ASHL this week. And because of that, let's see what the Jackals have been up to the last couple weeks without a game. An eventful 2 weeks for the Jackals, as you can see, but now let's head down to the ice surface for the warm-up and check in and see how the Jackals can do here in the last regular season game of the year. You see the Jackals on the left in their white jerseys with black and blue trim, Minnesota Nighthawks on the right in their orange jerseys with the blue and white trim. Like I said, this is the fifth time that they've met this year. The Jackals won all 4 of the previous outings, so the Nighthawks heading into the playoffs will be looking to set the tone. These teams won't be playing each other in the first round of the playoffs, but the Nighthawks on an extended losing streak against the Jackals will be looking to try and break that here, and the Jackals will be looking to shake off some rust after the big break and get ready for the playoffs starting next week against the Garbage Men. So let's head to the first period highlights. We start off with a turnover at center here. Bob spins away from a check and puts the puck up to Jer so he can come in 2-on-2 on the attack here. JD goes behind the player and gets the pass, but as the pass is being made there, the Nighthawk player gets his stick in on the hands of Jer there, and that will draw a penalty. So here we are with the Jackals on the power play. Gary's bounces the puck up off the wall there to Darwin, who cuts across the line, puts it down low to Darshan there, who's going to put it back behind the net there. Bob goes in, gets it, throws it out front to Gary, who's wide open in the high slot. He walks in, tries to go high glove like he did with the Junior Jackals last week, but that goes over the net. And here's another power play chance as both Aaron and Rob get a shot there off of David putting the puck in front from the point, but alas, no goal. It remains scoreless. There's a slap shot from the right side. Trevor stands tall, turns it aside to the corner. Here come the Nighthawks again, coming across the line, putting it into the middle there. Player drags it to his backhand, tries to shoot it up high there, but Trevor gets the blocker up and puts it up over the net there for another save. Here they are, working back behind the net there, spinning off of Bruce, but Bruce comes back at him there. And it escalates into a bit of a shoving match there between a couple of different players. But remember that with Bruce for a little bit later in the highlights here. Here we see Daryl coming in on the right side, delaying to the middle, dragging it across, putting a backhand through to Jer, but he's unable to finesse it in the backhand. Daryl gives it to John for a crack and a second try at it there. Can't connect to it as the time runs out on the period, and it's scoreless heading to the second period. We see David working behind the net, gets attacked there by the forechecker. They put it across to a player who has miles of net to hit, but he shoots it right back into Trevor, and Trevor seals the bottom of the net and keeps it out. Here they come again, trying to come around from behind the net on a little wraparound there, but he gets shoveled back behind the net by Trevor. Here they are again, 2-on-1. Nighthawks coming in waves. They put it across there, but the player is unable to get a stick on it and direct it on net, and the puck goes harmlessly to the corner. We see David winding up behind the net, trying to do a counterattack here. He comes up through the middle, crosses the line, and lets a ripper slap shot go, and it hits the crossbar and goes out. Had the goalie beat, but can't find a way to get it under the crossbar. Here come the Nighthawks the other way, trying to get a shot of their own, but Bruce stands tall and makes a block and swats the puck to the corner. Nighthawks coming again. There they go with another slap shot, this one up high so it can't be blocked, but Trevor turns it aside with the blocker. Jackals on the attack here as Gary Mizuno puts it to Darsh, who dishes it over to Rob, who's coming in on the far side, shoots but misses short side, and what happens then? You get the wraparound there, and Bruce going hard! And you can see that coming. Bruce gets a penalty, and the Nighthawks will be going to the power play. Here we see them on that power play. We see Rob having to jump into the air to save his life before running into that brick wall. That allows the Nighthawks to come in. The puck is deflected, and Trev has to reach up and swat it out of the air. What a sequence this is. You can see the players on the other team looking for a whistle because of a high sticking there, but Consulting the not at all fake rule book, that apparently is not a penalty if the goalie makes a pass with a high stick. Here we see them on the attack again, getting a shot off the point there and getting a spin around rebound in front, but Trevor gets down low and makes the save. Nighthawks coming in again, delaying, no one going at the player. That allows for a good shot there and another rebound down low behind the defenders and another save from Trevor, which allows Darshan to come up the left wing with it there, make a delay there, and what a sloppy change there by the Jackals. Let's have a look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players on the ice. You can see the ref there with the green question mark consulting his totally real rule book to see how many players are allowed to be on the ice. We see the Jackals trying to get a goal on the board here. Good shot from the point. Gary has a rebound, but it rattles around. Might have hit the leg in front there of the Jackal player and stayed out, but a good chance there for the Jackals. One of the rare ones they've had today outside of the power plays. And it gets turned aside. And coming back the other way, Darwin gets tripped up at the line, and the Jackals are going to go into the third period here on the power play. Here we see them on the power play. A nice little slide pass from Aaron to Lloyd at front. He can't connect on the forehand and instead connects on the backhand to sweep it backwards. And so the Jackals reset again with another shot from that side, and Aaron gets a couple cracks at a rebound there and Lloyd in front as well, but it stays out. There's another nice save by Trevor up high there with his shoulder on the high shot to keep another Nighthawks chance off the board. Here comes Darwin coming in the other way, wobbles it a bit, but gets a give and go back there with Darshan. Can't find a way to slide it through the legs of the goaltender there. He's been trying all year and it hasn't been able to finish off. There's an ugly little slew foot there on Lloyd. Lloyd looks over to the ref after this play's over and says to him, hey, is that not in the rule book? And the guy flashes it to him totally legitimately. That is not a penalty according to that rule book. So the Nighthawks get to come the other way. Here's a 1-on-3 that they're somehow going to turn into a really nice scoring chance there off the delayed player coming in late, but Trevor turns it aside to the corner. Here they come again, coming down the right side. Player goes around Bruce here. Bruce has to take a couple strides to get up to him, but he reaches out with the stick there, and Bruce ends up taking his second penalty of the game there for tripping, and the Jackals are going to have to kill one late here in the third period. Still 0-0. Here's a chance for them. Coming up the point, again with another high shot. Again, shoulder up by Trevor, and it stays out and goes over the net. Here they get another chance off the face-off, down low. Trevor turns it aside to the corner, and they play it back out front again, and there's a bit of a give and go with the player there who swipes it on net, but Trevor's there to make the save and cover it up. Here they come again, in on the right side. They go around that player attacking them. It hits Bob in the leg on the pass across, and Trevor deftly jumps onto it there before the Nighthawks player can finish it off. Here's a great pass out front to Gary, but he bobbles it there. There was a chance for the Jackals after killing that penalty successfully with just 2 minutes left on the clock to try and get the go-ahead goal late in the game, but instead it doesn't go in, and then we have this later in the game. Here's Bruce getting tangled up once again with a player there late in the period. I think there's about 30 seconds or so left. He's going to get his third penalty of the game. He's going to get ejected, and the Jackals are going to have to go into overtime here, killing a penalty, 4-on-3. Here you see the puck go up the wall. John's got a chance for it, loses that puck race there, and that's going to result in this here where they give it back and forth there to the player on the point who looks over to the player on the far side there. The Jackals stay in their triangle and let the player take a shot. It's high blocker that we've seen the Nighthawks do multiple times this game so far, and Trevor made all the saves, but this time it gets by him, and the Nighthawks finally get a win against the Jackals in the last game of the regular season. So here you see those last week's games. The Three Bears beat the Garbagemen 5-4, and the Jackals lost in overtime to the Minnesota Nighthawks as the season wraps down. So let's look at how the final standings work out after that. The Jackals end up in second place there, slightly ahead of the Garbagemen, trailing the Three Bears and the Minnesota Nighthawks in fourth place. So the Nighthawks will be taking on the Bears in round one, and the Jackals will be taking on the Garbagemen in round one of the playoffs. Schedule still to come. Well, that's it, folks. It's been a great season, and we're just a few days away from the playoffs, so we'll see you all then.